And I'll kind of go through what we're hoping it to be and kind of where we're at right now with it. Okay. So this explains it fairly well in that first slide there. It's a joint project. Elwha Solutions Ag, that's Travis's company, or at least the division of the company that works with this, and the University of Kentucky Extension. So the goal is to provide a comprehensive tool set to properly manage your operation while focusing on proper and timely agronomy decisions to support healthy forage plants, sustainable agriculture. So our goal is to have this management tool that you can use to tell you when and where and how to spray and manage and fertilize. And I'll give you just a few things that we're trying to integrate into this. And the last couple of slides will be kind of actually where we're at right now with it. The data on the platform, you're inputting it. We're not at the point of really having a lot of detailed data because we're kind of just at a very much pilot stage, but hopefully we'll have this fully integrated so you can be entering your own data and it will be secure on the platform. So that's something that we'd want to make sure of. We feel like probably one of the best things with this platform will just be questions that you might have to ask. Now, you could call up your county agent, you could call up your specialist. I mean, we could answer those questions, but this should be a really easy way for you to do that. But an added advantage to this is then if you have a question, probably someone else does. If you're wondering about if it's time to spray for alfalfa weevil, there's probably 50 other people that are wondering. And so when that question is answered, then it will be on the platform, and then everybody can look at it. And so we're putting it all together on this website. There'll be, when answers are given, then we'll actually have a chance for people to say, was that a really helpful answer? If it wasn't, the specialist will also be able to pick particular answers that we want to be the highlight answer for that. Now, as we develop it further, we'd like to get it into things like you heard Rick Besson talk about the growing degree days and doing those calculations and when you need to start scouting and when you need to spray. And so our goal is that we would have many of you would be signed up on this, and you could be getting alerts to check your fields for potential pests based on those growing degree calculations. You're not having to remember that you need to go and check, and it's felt warm the last few weeks. Plant health applications, fertilizer, chemical applications, kind of advising you, and you know, this is obviously not going to take all the decisions out of your hands, but trying to keep you up to speed when things are happening and when you need to do things. And potentially even scheduling meetings with county agents, just another way to do that. Obviously, you can call them up on the phone, but just other ways that you can do that. Now, as Travis envisions it, and part of it is what he sees that he would like to be able to have for his own farm, but also for your farming operations. You know, we'd like for it to cover all aspects of forage management, even getting into yield tracking, even potentially marketing. Travis is hoping to have it integrated into, for example, some of the programs that are available on new equipment, and you know, you're able to track things like strokes per minute on your baler. So his goal, and we're supporting him in this from the agronomy side. We're not the specialists right now aren't experts in machinery, but it's to have really holistic farm management. So my main goal was to give you that background. My secondary goal is I would really like to have some of you join. So KentuckyAlfalfa.com/join. If you type that in, the page will pop up. You put in your email and your name, password, and then as you have questions, put those up there. So that's not only going to be able to answer your question, but it's going to be able to let us start practicing with this platform and how it works, and then comments that you have. And so hopefully before next year, but definitely at next year's conference, we'll be able to lay this out at least in a more preliminary stage that you can use. But anyone, just raise your hand if you wouldn't mind helping us out by joining. few of you volunteer for that. So that would be great, and we'll keep up with you with this. Okay, Chris, I think that's all. Any questions on this? We've thought about, we figured that nationally this would probably be a huge thing. In fact, we could probably get some major grants for it. But we don't really want to make a national program. We don't want our forage specialists to have to be answering questions from California. Our main focus is Kentucky. If it takes off, then so be it. But that'll have a lot more effort involved. So our real focus is helping Kentucky growers. Okay, great. Thank you.